Thank you all for coming today. Julie is doing a demonstration today and a play along if you want to. Got your irons, get them out, get your wax warm. And without further ado, encaustic art with Julie.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I have been playing, as you can see. This one was for Floss, but she doesn't obviously do encaustic. That's my monster fish.
Ooh, yeah.
This one coming up, there's two. Can you see those two?
Yes. Yes.
Right. Well, that was one that I had finished and I wasn't happy with it. And I put the two together and ironed it and squished it. Of course, I've got a right and a left, which I just love. I just love that texture.
That's good.
That's the Lavinia fairy. So I have stamped up some today. I might just remind you all how to cover a stamp.
Yep.
Without disappearing.
Yeah.
That was my seascape.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, lovely.
That's a black and white. How effective just doing just one colour.
Wow.
It looks nicer on the screen. I mean, if you put a mount around it as well, don't forget it always. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But just so simple. Just so simple. Of course, the candles. Another seascape. They're not easy to do actually, but I love the texture in here with the waves crashing down. And the sort of headland here.
Yeah, that's lovely.
That was the leaf. Now, if any of you have seen Michael Bosham, his latest Chanda, I put a leaf, and I found that one leaf, doing more than one leaf is quite difficult, but I have managed to embed it into the wax without covering the leaf. And I think the way to do it, which I have brought in some leaves. These are from my Acer, same tree, and that's the colour it goes. It's just beautiful. So we'll have a play with leaves later. Just different colours there. Poinsettia, just a little landscape. And this, which is already, well, it was going to be a card, but I have sort of die cut it. All that is a napkin, a paper serviette.
All right.
And you peel it off. And I think have you seen YouTube videos, how you sort of glue it on and make a card?
Yeah.
No.
Right, well, this is far simpler because all you do is peel it off, and using one layer, you put it onto your ordinary piece of craft card, and you just use clear wax, and that is, you won't move that. In fact, you can't even feel the wax. It's just so easy. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just
She's
lovely.
not lying.
You really can't feel the wax. But what a quick card.
I'm going to just slide that up there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's lovely.
It's almost a matte finish on it.
Yes, yes. You'd think with the wax, you could scrape it off, but so many people say, how do I send a card? Well, nobody would know. I mean, there are some beautiful, beautiful paper napkins out there.
Yeah, the other thing is, it looks to me as like with the violets, it looks like it saturates that color. They almost look 3D on them.
I know. So that was an easy one. Right, let's get going.
You like easy.
Right, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. Did anybody see my ghost wax painting?
Yes.
Yes.
I forgot to bring it this morning. That was just one of those squishes that I was saying about. And when I put the tree in, and I suddenly realised there were all these little areas that if I put little eyes on, they were little ghosts.
Oh.
So yeah, that was fun.
Queen card.
Right, so whatever colours, I'm just going to play and we will have some fun.
And you can jump in and ask questions at any time.
Just shout. I'll try and talk to you. Try not to get too carried away. I'm going to cover the whole of this, so therefore I need to cover the whole of the iron. Yes, I want, actually, I've got some card here. I made the most beautiful, the messy background, the throwaway bits. I couldn't throw away, and I've used the space of it for a card, and it just looks so gorgeous. Right, so I'm just covering that, and I've done a little shimmer across it. And now the fun begins, because I just swirl. I'm not pressing hard, I'm just gliding it across the surface, mixing my colours, but not too much. And then I like to lift up, as you know, and just see, by lifting, pressing it underneath and lifting up, you get those wonderful, wonderful textures. And my iron's too hot again. You know when the iron's too hot because you get those runs.
Which kind of could be a unique
Yeah,
thing.
it
if
could
you
be
wanted to.
great, yes.
So don't throw it away if you
Oh,
want.
no, 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 no.
And if you're really unhappy with something and you're not here to pass it to the person on the right, there's a box outside that's a kind of a recycle, take one, drop one. And there's a lot of multimedia artists who don't do encaustic who would love a piece of that to play with. So
Yes.
don't throw anything out. Bring it to the junk shop. I mean, the vault house.
I'm just dabbing around the outside to give it almost like a frame it, really. I just quite like that as it is. Now this is just an old, instead of using the copier, this is just a piece of watercolour, the bit that protects the paper, and I'm hoping that by the time I go home it will be covered in wax and I can use it.
Yeah.
Now here I can see some water developing, so I'm going to have a little rub out here, keeping my lines fairly straight. Oops, no wax on there. Let's put a bit of more of that purple in. It's not purple, is it? It's mauve. Can you all see?
Yes.
Yes.
And this is just a little doily, but I love the effect of the. I may need to put a bit of wax on there and push it through. Just to get it started. There we are. And I quite like that. It's almost like a little circle there. Now, if I had the stylus on, I'd probably,
It's Andy Warhol.
yeah, I'd probably just put a little moon.
There you go. It's not Andy Warhol anymore.
No. Right, give it a polish. I'm all absorbed with what they're doing. Right, choose some different colours. I'm trying to do colours that I don't normally use, but my hands are just going towards the normal colours.
Do some blues.
Would you like to take the colors away from you?
No, I will be good. I'm just going to do a monochrome now. So for the sky, I should do a landscape. For the sky, I'm putting some clear wax first because I don't want it, my blue, to be too strong. I'm going to put a little bit of white. So I'm doing it on that side so that on my right hand side, because I'm right-handed, and I don't want the wax on the paper in underneath or wasting it. And if it's too strong a colour, just dab off, and then you create some clouds. There we are. That will do. Now for the hills, I'm going on my left side because I want the wax here, not here. Snowy, some snowy. Saying that, I might take it all the way down. Take it all the way down. And this is going to be a very, very simple landscape, just to show you how easy it is. I'm going in and I'm dabbing off. Until I feel that enough's enough. Now, just in this foreground, I'm going to put a strong, to make it, oops, not that way around, to make it stronger, I'm going to put some darker. How easy was that? Mm.
Ooh, stormy sea.
Oh, rig out there.
Mm. I'm just going to leave it like that.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah,
Mm.
very nice.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
What would
Right.
it look like with a white background?
Looks like
What would it look like with the white background underneath?
with a white background.
Yeah.
I always find with encaustic, it looks, I mean, excuse that, it's not white, but yes.
Yeah.
I like the dark. I find the wax pops. I don't know what it is. It's
Okay, thank
Mm.
you.
Oh wow, I like the back sheet so far.
yes.
You got a seal at the top.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where
I'm
the
just going to
wall is.
rub that, make it a bit paler actually. I just want to, I see water there, you see again. Yeah, I'm using the wax directly now onto it. There we are.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
Julie, do you remember your first couple classes over here when I said, "Oh, can everybody save the background pages?"
Yes,
Now
yes.
you're saving the background.
I know, I've
pages.
never bothered, but if I forgot to bring it in, it was such a beautiful background that I created on just copy paper that I normally use. And I'm hoping this will be a bit thicker to, to
You
have
have
fun
your own
with.
roll-off sheet.
My own roll-off sheet, yeah. I don't use brown, but we're going to have a go with brown. Don't want to make mud, do I? So I might put some, I think that's an indigo. Oh no, that is black. That's black.
Ooh.
I'm going to interrupt Julie just a second to shove this under because this is the one that says she doesn't use brown.
Ah, yes.
And that is one
I
of my
have used
favorite
brown.
pieces of work.
It's gone dull. It needs
It
polishing.
does need polishing.
It does, yeah.
Yes, but that's one of my
Yeah,
favorites
it
of
is.
yours.
See, having done that, what can I create?
Ooh,
Well,
that's beautiful.
I mean, I could just do a landscape. I could put a sky in, take off a bit of that.
I'd like it as a textile.
Yes. I could put hills in black. So from nothing, you suddenly start to create a landscape. Whoops, I've scratched my wax there.
If you put a scratch in something
Yes.
by accident, you don't really want to touch it up. What can you do? What's the best thing to do for it?
Well, with that, I'd just go over with the iron again because I'm not touching this here.
Okay.
But if it was on the main bit, I'd go back up and work my way back down again. Yeah. So quite a dark. I think, you know, I'm just going to get rid of that. That's it.
Wow.
I think it needs something like bright red.
That was just
Oh dear. It just, you know, made a difference, didn't it?
you know, suddenly I'm
Yes,
feeling
it
like
has.
a
Yeah.
when you're talking to
Oh,
you.
dear. Yeah, I'll dab it out a bit. I don't want it quite so dark as that.
Oh, I love it. Really can't resist red in the
Well,
foreground
it's
because it makes
just
everything pop.
or dark blue. Yes, actually, I'm going to put in a very dark this painting, but I'm just using the tip of the iron at the moment to get a sort of wobbly. I don't want it too straight.
Oh, excuse me.
Somebody's tired. Now I'm going off with an angle.
I have to say, this is unusual for you.
Mm-hmm.
All those browns all at once.
Yes,
It is
yes,
unusual for
yeah.
you, but I like the.
I like to
look.
just try different things, really. I'm a great one for experimenting, whatever medium I'm doing. And normally I would use the stylus to do more fine work on that, so it's not really finished.
Although it doesn't really need the style.
No,
It's a
you're
bit understated that way.
probably right.
You risk overworking that.
Yes. Upside down iron. I don't think I need any wax on it because I've got so much wax here.
Because your background there is really dark.
Mm.
You pick it up towards once in a while.
I will
the camera
do.
because it's hard to see what you've just done. There we go.
Whoops. Whoops, that way.
That way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Lovely.
white knife.
Ooh.
Yes.
The bevel.
That's interesting.
Yes, different, isn't it?
I like the way that the red has changed it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It just needed that third colour.
Yeah.
It was on a wall with other pieces. I wouldn't think it was yours.
No,
Yeah, that was nice.
yeah. You could be here till tea time, you realise that. Well, I've shown you that. We've done landscape. You see that? Yes, I mean, these aren't my colours, but how
Oh, yeah. I like the way
different.
it changed with the mask.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
You really can see the distance going back to that ochre kind of color. And yeah.
Yeah.
When you put the frame round, it changes it altogether.
Yes, that's why I always have a frame with me. It makes such a huge difference. I remember my first art class a long time ago, and you know, I wasn't at all happy. It was an awful painting, but the art teacher put a mount round it, and suddenly I thought, oh, there's potential. I'm still thinking that. Right, I'm going to do a squishy now. Let's do a squishy. Let's think about what we're doing. Can I use my favourite colours now?
Absolutely.
I'll try not to make mud.
Julie, even your mud would look artistic.
Oh, but you see, I might see something there. As I start to play, I just see, yeah. Oh, look at that. Just,
Yeah.
there's quite a lot of wax on there, so it's easy to suddenly move it around.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yes, I don't want to waste that wax. Put it on there. And I'm pushing, do you see the way I'm moving, picking up colour here, but I don't worry about that. Look at the iron, it's just colours on there. And I'm pushing it. Do you see the way I'm pushing all those textures? It's just,
Wow.
if I come, maybe I'll do, sorry, I'm turning it upside down because I want to do a pattern across the top. Oops. Now I've lost my red. Put my red in here. It's pretty meaningless at the moment what I'm doing, but bear with me. Did I do that afterwards? I think I did. Squishy one. So I'm putting another one on top. It does tend to slide a bit, so and as you lift up,
Yeah. Like that.
you get these lovely textures.
Clever.
Like that.
And then you can work into this one here. So then you can go back in now and start to put in some more. Where's my little serviette gone? Yeah, I think I did bring some actually. I'm going to put some colour in now. Oh, it's a double one. Iron's a bit hot. Sorry, my iron's gone hot again. Keep checking it. It just goes the wax goes too wet. Don't get the detail. You know, I think that needs black. I think that needs some trees. Which way? Ah, that's better. Turn it that way round, like that. I'm just moving the card here, and the iron's going backwards and forwards to give a sort of flowery texture. Yeah. Have I gone frozen? I think I've frozen.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Please.
No.
No, sometimes it's,
Yes.
you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's recovered. It said my internet connection is
It said
stable.
mine
Wow.
is too.
Yeah.
So that's that one. So should we see if we can do something different with the other one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's slightly different. I'm going to go in and I'll put a different colour there. No, I should have done that afterwards.
Oh, that's interesting.
It is, isn't it? Like a rose or a path.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but a frosty morning type thing.
Yeah, yes. I've just wiped, while the wax was hot, I wiped into it.
Okay.
Yeah,
You could take a little teeny stamp and put a deer
I
in the
know.
woods or something.
Yeah, yes. Don't think it needs much there, does it?
No.
Maybe a little bit darker in that corner. Yeah, that's better. Dab it off. Bit more texture. Yeah, don't think I want to do much with that.
I think that's perfect now.
Don't forget I'm not polishing them. I'll do that later.
Oh.
I love this sort of tree effect in the background.
Mm.
Do you think these could be little ghosts? Ghosts popping up.
I think Halloween's getting to you.
I know. It's Anthony's birthday, so I have to think about it. Right. Look at my background. Just give it a little encouragement. Look.
You haven't rolled your doily on it.
No, I haven't yet. Don't forget to clean your iron in between. I was doing something the other day and I put my iron down to do something and all the wax dripped out. Ruined what I was doing. Well, not really, because I just had to change the scene. You can't really. It's very, very few I ever tear up and throw away. You can reuse them. So iron's clean. I'm going to take, sorry, not the camera. Whoops, made a mess of that. One and a little one. I've taken the stalks off because they're too thick. So I'm going to think of a background to complement that. I don't want it too dark. I filled the iron completely. I might get some pickup off of my this bottom sheet, but that doesn't worry me. Make sure you've got plenty of wax if you're going to try this, because you'll see it needs to be bedded in. I'm going to put clear over top and to just drip a bit on there so I know I've got plenty of wax. And that's it.
That's clever.
So I've put those in. Now I need to do something with that, and I'm putting, don't know how I'm knocking my iron heating setting. Let it cool down a minute.
It's a ghost.
Yes.
Talking about ghosts.
Yes,
Ghosts
yes.
is over there doing it.
Right. I'm going to finish it off with, I'm just wiping it on my pinny. Now, when you polish it, using an old hanky here, cotton hanky, be very, very careful over the leaves. They're stuck down nicely with a lot of wax, so I'm not really going to do much with the leaves. If I do both, so that's. You'll see.
Yeah.
And then I've put a silver edge around it, but if I put that on it, unfortunately it's lost, but
Yeah, that's nice.
yeah.
What's the expectation for the leaves? Do they crackle at all? Or
I
does it-
don't know. I've only just, I'm not sure. I imagine if you would put it under a frame, I mean, it's wax, so it would preserve it.
I
If it
like
was-
the way that green sticks to the veins.
Yes,
It gives it
yes,
a little bit of highlight.
yes.
Not that acers need any help.
No,
but,
they're just beautiful, aren't they? Right, we'll do our fairy. I don't want to contaminate her, so I'm going to have to go on that side.
Why don't you just take another piece of paper? And just one
Oh,
more
that's
thing.
okay. Don't worry, that's fine.
Don't muck up your design.
No, 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 no. It may not work, but sometimes it does.
Rubbish. I can look.
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't make a lot of rubbish, really. Just keep reusing it. Now, the first thing we do is put clear wax before you do anything over,
Or green tinted.
or green tinted, yes, that'll be all right. Not a clean iron. Now, I want to keep her fairly well highlighted, so I'm going to want yellow down the middle of her. So I'm putting yellow in the middle of my iron.
Delay. Instant.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah, but I've still got a lot of wax on here, and I've knocked it again. Just wait for my wax to stop dripping. It's the way I hold my iron, because I don't tend to hold the handle. I find I've got more control, but I keep knocking it. We'll just wait. You see, it's making mud as I'm waiting.
It's lovely,
Mm.
isn't it, the way it's doing that? It's amazing.
Yes, not sure I want that. Put it on there.
That'd be an interesting series of photographs. The wax and the iron. And
Yeah.
put them all in like beach huts.
Mm. Just cleaning it up. There's such lovely fresh colours there. I don't want to contaminate them. Now, again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the doily to create almost like foliage. I'm going to need some wax on that. I'm using green. I'm going to use a dark green here. Just a matter of building up the texture.
Doily is very effective, isn't it?
It is. There's some beautiful ones. I've put a bit of black on it now. I want to just create some strong colours. I think that should do. And then I think there should be enough wax on there to just wiggle in and create this magical, no, not quite that side. And that's it. A bit of texture there.
That's amazing.
Okay.
That's lovely.
Yeah, mate.
There, with the frame.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And of course, my favourite. My favourite.
A lovely stamp, that one, isn't it?
Yes.
I haven't been able to find that one anywhere to order.
Oh,
But there was one on Amazon. If anybody really, really, really wants that stamp, it wasn't too bad.
right.
Yeah.
There are similar ones out there.
It's a
I think it
Hero
was
Art.
a Hero Art. I thought
Yeah.
it was. Had it years, absolute years. Probably when I first started. It's a wooden block, mine. So I have to get it right.
I haven't
First
seen it
time.
anything but a wooden
Oh, you
block.
haven't?
Not
Okay.
yet. Because even the one they have out there,
Mm.
Hero Arts is still putting out wooden block stamps.
Oh. Right, go over with the clear. Picked up green there. Oh, does it matter? No.
I think that's kind of all art. Does it really matter
No,
if it's
it
not
doesn't.
exactly what you set
No,
out to do?
no.
It could make it more interesting.
Absolutely. I'm not worried at the moment about going over that. I've put white, which of course is opaque. I want a bit of red in there.
Of course you do.
Yeah. Well, reflecting the sky, of course.
Oh, yes.
Reflections of the sky. So now, then go back in. I'm pressing harder than I would normally. And I'm almost sort of scraping away. Might need 2 attempts.
This is how it's done properly, Steve.
Yeah, so I'm just going into the background there a bit. I'm going to scrape down there. Come
Make some
back in,
snowdrifts.
make some little snowdrifts, yeah.
I think the takeaway from this one is that don't panic if you lose your picture.
Oh no, no, no,
You
never
can always-
panic. No, I just go in a bit harder and scrape it back. I want a little bit of blue there just to pick up that. I don't want any more done to that. And if it's still where you don't want it, just take the, there we are, taking it away from the tree there.
Ooh.
They'll be different every time. Every time you do one, you'll never get the same.
Isn't that a great quick Christmas card?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Hmm.
The adhesive foils that we have, I found that the
Oh,
pen will
yes.
write on top of
Yes.
the wax. And you can put the adhesive, the foil,
Mm.
because it's not heat based. You could take that and personalize every one of them as
You
a
could,
Christmas
you
card.
could, yes. You could indeed.
We'll be looking in our mailbox.
You will. So we've done the leaves. What have we done? Do you want a Christmas? Do you want candles, or should we do Christmas another time? Do Christmas another time.
No, candles, please.
Shall I just do a tease then?
I-
Should we have a tease?
I missed all the candles. Every time you do candles, I miss it. So
Oh. Okay. Right. Well, I'll use the white paper card first. Make sure your iron's clean.
Yep.
I'm going to do, what colour do candles? Red candles. I want quite a pale middle again. So I should put yellow there. Very similar, I think.
Oh, beauteous.
Well,
I'm going to turn my iron upside down.
Yeah.
All done that?
I'm not doing it. I'm watching.
Again.
Oh, I can't do both.
Can't do both. You watch it another time.
Mm.
So we're going to have blue there, haven't I? We'll have red candles. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it in an arch. I'm putting it down on the paper. I'm going, touching that. I'm going over, dropping the wax. In fact, I want it a bit bigger. Dropping the wax and taking it back. But under. So it's over, under.
Ah.
So another one, I'm going on top of the other candle, over and back. Another one there and back. So they're all overlapping. And don't press too hard when you're doing it. Right. So we've got 5 candles. Oops.
Purple.
That'll be all right. Right, so taking my wax off there, I'm now going to put my iron back the right way.
Before you do anything, does anybody see a face in that candle, or is it just me?
See what?
Face. Yes,
right
there.
there. In that candle.
Yes.
In the
You got a woman
Oh.
with the hair coming over her eyes.
I
yeah.
have to turn it
Hello.
upside down.
No, it was the picture in there. I saw it. Turn it back down. Lift it up towards. I'm sorry. I always see things in wax.
It's in the
Left-hand candle.
yes,
yes.
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I can.
The
Black
nose,
and
the lips,
Yes.
the eyes. If you would
Yeah.
have
Oh.
tried to do that, you couldn't have
No,
possibly done it.
no.
That's
There's your
amazing.
ghost.
Isn't it?
Frightening. How frightening is that?
Sees ghosts, Julie.
Oh, it is, yes. We don't. Yes.
They're gorgeous candles.
Right, I'm now, actually that's too transparent. I have to mix it with another colour.
Is there another green in the other box?
There is. I'll mix it, darken it down a bit. Right. I'm just dabbing now all the way around. Over the bottom of the candles, over the lady. I can still see her.
I'm sorry, Julie.
I can still see her. I love the way the colours mingle, look. Aren't they gorgeous? Almost feel as if I want to put a little bit of, that's it, a little bit of that. That's better.
That's great. You can
Too
change
much.
what you're doing in the middle of it.
Yes.
You decide to go a different direction.
Yeah. I think that's come up a bit more on that one. That's it. I'm sort of pushing now, pushing it. The dabbing's done, but I'm pushing the colour and to get that lovely texture.
It's almost like when you take the stamp pad and do the distressing of the edge, you're kind of doing that same movement.
Right, I'm turning it upside down, making sure my iron is really, really, really clean. I'm putting the tissue in there, making sure nothing drips out. Going in with the orange. I think I've done that before, look. put enough on there. Starting at the bottom and pulling up. So it's touch, flick. It's a very quick flick. Now, if I had the stylus on, I would probably take some of the red wax and just dribble it down.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you for that, Julie.
That's okay. My pleasure.
I shall have a practice in a minute.
Yes, that was the one on black. Yeah.
That's on a black card, is it?
Yes, it was so simple because I've just used the white. I mean, if I wanted to, I could go in and I don't know whether that'll be dark enough. Oh yes, look. I can just put a bit of green just around the edges.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make the bottom edges look like holly, could you just pop in a couple red berries on top of that?
Oh
and
yes,
make it
yes, yes.
look
With the
like
star,
holly?
I do the star. Well, yes, you could, and I'm not very keen on doing.
No, don't.
Yes,
Don't ruin your
I
thing.
much prefer the stylus for delicate
Yeah.
work. It's a bit unpredictable if you just do the dots. That's all done with a stylus. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
What have we left out? We haven't done. Oh, we didn't many landscapes today, did we? Do one last landscape, shall we? So I always use the white, unless I'm doing a sunset, of course. Do a little sunset. It's still, you can still do a sunset with that. Put a bit more. There. Bit of a stormy sunset, isn't it?
Ooh.
I need some colour in there. Oh, look at that lovely reflection. Wanted to go back in there.
Oh.
Just
Yeah. That's too pretty to.
I know.
Should I hold it up to the.
The magic of wax.
It is magical, isn't it?
I can see the cat, yes. 2 cats. Oh dear.
You could call up 2 cats, everybody'd wonder.
Yeah.
Being 2 cats.
No. I just don't think that wants much
I don't
doing.
think you really need to touch that
No,
much
no,
more.
no. I'm going to just keep that very, 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 very simple. Now, of course, again, with the stylus, I would probably put the little birds in
Finish it up.
and finish it. Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh, yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like a magical landscape.
It is,
It was
isn't
so
it?
easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's just the magic of, yeah.
Then there's the when do you stop?
When do you stop? Right, we have one more.
Yes.
When you first
Yeah,
see something, you
yes.
go, "Ooh, that's magic."
How do you know when you're done?
I know. No, there are times when I don't fiddle. I mean, to me, that is very, very plain. I haven't touched it. It's just so simple, but it does it, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a whole stack of ones that I went one too
I'll pick
far.
that up in a minute.
Now the waxes that you're using are really just the beginner's kit.
Yes.
The basic kit.
Yeah.
So you can get a lot of.
Ooh,
look at
green
that
sky.
color. Wow.
Mm.
If you were in the Midwest, that would be trouble.
Oh dear.
Tornado sky. Oh.
I'm going to have a I'm sort of mixing my colours a bit here on the iron.
Ooh. Got a nice rich mahogany color.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, knocked my iron, you'll have to wait. This is an experiment, so let's just see what happens.
Sometimes I feel every time you sit down to do art, you can experiment, find something new. So it's all good play.
It is.
Unless you're doing a commission for someone.
Oh yes. Don't do many of those.
You're in a bad.
Yeah, I just want lots and lots of texture in. Yummy. That looks lovely. Right, I don't think I'm going to touch that.
No.
Wow.
That's lovely.
I've rubbed out. Did you see me rubbing that out? So I've rubbed the little stream. So lots and lots of texture all over while it's still warm.
Yeah.
Keep rubbing it horizontally till you get that lovely effect. You can put with the wax just a little bit of shadow back in.
You can also use a little brown tone in there and make it a path
Yes, yes, you could do. Yes.
instead of a water feature.
Yep.
That's beautiful. It's a privilege to sit here and just watch.
Sorry?
Some horse hoof prints along the way.
No.
Nice.
There we are. Done.
Oh, wow.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
It's
I hope you've had fun.
It's so
Do you have
difficult to
any-
believe that they're all done by just waxing an iron.
Yes.
Two things before we go. Angela, have you been working on anything you'd like to
No.
show us?
Not particularly successful, but I can put one up and
Oh, hold on. Let's.
because you can't actually watch and do.
No.
That's that one.
Lovely. Yes.
Well,
That's
it's
lovely.
not quite what it is. It's just that, and I'm not sure which way
It's
up
the
this
entrance
one
to
is.
something. It looks like to me.
That one looks. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Or
Very nice.
that
Yeah,
way.
that's way. That
That
way is
way.
better.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
Started off with stalactites, you see. Or
Stalagmites.
Angela, I think that's like the inside of the cave when you hold it.
I
that
thought
way.
it was going into a cave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, yes.
Entrance to the cave.
Yes, that way.
Yeah.
Definitely okay.
do some.
Yeah.
I could do some rubbing out there.
I think what you need to do is to, whatever you're doing, just stand back and look at it and think about it and
Yes.
what you can create from it. But as I said, I could take any one of these that I've done this morning and just change it completely.
Yes, that one I'm not. I was just rubbing out as you were rubbing out because I was. I started off by trying to do like you did, ironed one on top of the other, but there wasn't enough wax on it. So.
No, you need quite a bit of wax to do that.
Angela, the other thing that I like to do is to make it look different for you. If you've looked at it long enough and you can't see what you can do next, put it down, take a picture of it, and look at the picture. It makes you look at it
Oh,
in a
yes.
different perspective.
Or they do say if you hold it up in front of a mirror and then look into the mirror at your picture.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes.
Yes.
Some of my favourites, they aren't anything and I don't see anything, but I just love the patterns. I love the colours, I love the patterns,
Yeah.
and it's enough. You don't necessarily need to say that it's a cave, it's a waterfall, it's anything, a landscape. It just is a beautiful, I don't know, I just love encaustic.
I'm just going to have a go
Yeah.
before I pack it all up until next up. I'm going to have a go at candles in a minute.
Yay.
Oh, good,
Excellent.
good.
So have a little try.
Excellent. Bring it back on Julie.
Mm.
There we go. Angela, I do expect you to bring the ripped up pieces out from the rubbish bin and in with you when you come in to drop them in the front. So people can play with them. You missed that part, right?
Oh,
I'm
hang
gonna
on. There
now-
was one. Sorry, Paul. I'll show you this one. It looks. I've forgotten that one.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's. I can't see now. Yes, it's water landscape.
Oh, the mountain. In
I quite like the cloud.
It's like
that
a
bit.
coastal
Yeah, and it
coastal
looks like
view.
a bat. I've got a finger on the stylus, and it looks like a bat rather than a bird. But
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, that's good. Well, we're into bats and ghosts.
Going into the Halloween thing.
Yeah.
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 Anyone
So
else got anything?
I was playing a bit.
Oh, let's
Oh,
see.
I tried doing oh God, me.
Ooh,
Oh,
Doing the fold, where you smudge it. So those,
squishy one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, like this is ghosts. Look at those
ooh,
ghosts.
like the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
And that was the other one with just
Oh,
textures.
yes, lovely.
That's better.
Ooh, I like that.
It's
I love the
great
colors.
fun, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I use different colours to what I would normally go with.
Yeah.
I tried to do that today.
Yeah,
Obvious.
yeah. I mean, I'm normally blues and greens, so
Me too.
yeah.
A touch of red.
I went oranges, browns, and purples. Yeah,
Yes.
but then I started watching, so I didn't do any more.
Oh,
Excellent.
So I just did those two.
yes.
It's difficult to do and watch, isn't it?
It is,
Yeah.
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 So I
Yeah,
thought,
I'm sure.
For me,
Must
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
You're missing how the iron's loaded, and you're missing all the fine detail.
But you can look at it later on, can't you? Can't you watch it?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have this one out to watch.
Yeah,
again.
so you'll be able to do it at your own speed,
Yes.
and you can pause me.